from that.
It's gonna be like hood.
Yeah,
I know.
Like,
but park right across the street. So you can, if you were to buy something like this, you can advertise it towards people that have families and kids. Parks, the good thing about parks, drive around through here. It's just one thing we have in the multiple cities. It's like around parks, you know, there's a lot of police presence and shit.
Talk louder, babe.
Can't hear you. Where there's parks, huh?
I say I can't hear you. Talk louder.
Oh, yeah. And then typically where there's parks, there's usually schools. And I love properties near schools because the crosswalk guards, which are police officers, they always have those crosswalk guards at certain times during the day, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Generally makes the neighborhood feel safer, even if it's not feel safer. And then there's also a lot of like there's like a lot of laws. So like in a school zone, if there's any drug activity in the school zone, then those penalties are like quadruple. So it's like it's an incentive. It's like something that makes people not want to come to that area. So it's just like little small things like that. Nobody really thinks about, but if you're investing, it's like, I want to make sure it's,
just know if there's any police.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
And just like, okay, I got if there's a nice amount of police that just have to be driving around the area. We'll walk down this way.
Right?
Yeah, so Chicago's still a gang city. So if you had red on, if you had black and red, those are GD colors, whatever. GD colors or maybe stone. So yeah, but all black, you could be affiliated, but you could be so you're fine. I was like, hold on, these things she didn't have to be red. Black and red is like,
no way, man.
It's gonna change some of the shit. These are what we call gangways. We call them gangways. There's a lot of them in Chicago, which is basically open alleys that run in between all the streets. And they usually house the garages. So they usually put the garages are usually detached from the buildings, and so they'll have them in the back. Separate. What we want to do really is just walk around, just walk through the garage and just see how many vacant properties there are, if there are any. And like you look at
Okay, that's not gonna happen.
those streets usually have more like activity that you don't want. So when you have streets that have majority 2 to 4 units, those usually the calmest, quietest, safest blocks. And so there's been investors that have done statistical research on it for Chicago specifically.
Okay.
So this looks nicer, but I'm curious what's down this way because I see the old people on the block, and we can ask them questions about the neighborhood, and then we can just come back down that way. This guy sitting down here, we just ask him. That looks like Kanye West's mom's house. That looks just like it.
Yeah.
Let me find out. He's talking. Hey, what's going on? Hey, you mind if I ask y'all a couple questions? We trying to buy some property on the next side of the block. We just want to know, like, how's this neighborhood been? Like, how y'all feel about this side of town?
All right with me.
How long y'all been around?
I've been around 30 years.
Okay, so you seen the whole neighborhood, bro. Yeah.
Don't take me. You ain't taking me.
No,
Okay.
don't of course. But alright, that's all. That's all. We just want to ask you.
Okay, I'll talk to these young
I'm here. Inglewood is like one of the most prominent black neighborhood in Chicago. A lot of history in Inglewood. A lot of history. They're like the jewels of the South Side. Like when you start coming to Inglewood, you'll start seeing more murals. Like there's Juice World. Like when somebody dies, it's known they put art up of the person.
Oh. You call it Juice?
Juice World was the name of that guy who was just on the.
Okay.
Juice World is dead.
He's been dead.
Really?
Yeah. He died when they surrounded the private jet and he swallowed all the pills trying to hide it from the people and then he took too much and he died.
Oh my God.
This is fresh, so this is just put on. Yeah, something like this, 1,000. I wouldn't pay more than 30,000 for something.
Yeah.
Or if even less, if I can get it for less, because there's so much work, man.
So much work, man.
Pipes, it's electricity.
Yeah.
It's the cost to renovate this thing could be the cost to buy something that's already good to go.
That's true. Easily.
Yeah, so it's maybe it's value.
They're working with this.
Yeah, this one, I don't know how many is this. Maybe this is. Oh, this is the first thing.
Oh, because yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How you doing, guys? The state's paying you direct deposit. You don't gotta chase somebody down for it. First of the month, 6 a.m. Money's in your account.
That's
It's
sweet
there.
money, man.
It's there.
Yeah.
Okay, they trying something.
Yeah.
Destiny just skyrocketing in price. And so when I actually started my real estate career, it was here.
Okay.
I was in that building and I was like, yo, let me help investors find like foreclosed properties, tax properties. And my first thing was looking for stuff around here. And it was all out of state investors too. It was guys from New York that I've been convincing people and getting people to buy in Chicago for years, for almost a decade. Because the returns here had just been unmatched. But people want to stay away because of the violence. No problem.
Some people also want
No problem.
They also say they want to be able to like property manage their property.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Which makes no sense. Why you want to do it?
why? Why do you want to do it?
Like, why you want to do it?
Yeah, you want to be in the same city as your property.
Fuck that.
Why?
Thanks, somebody. All right, brother. You can, so that's for like cell phone towers, signals and stuff like that. And the companies, you can Google them. They pay you, and if you have a building, they'll say, okay, let's work out a contract. So they can put those on top of your building, and they pay you a lot of money. A lot of money. Like these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting $7,000 a month. And so it helps to have that extra added income to your building by having the cell phone towers on it. And then now with 5G coming in, they've got to redo all these things to match. So you can renegotiate contracts higher. Now, because everything has to be 5G, they need more locations. So that every time technology goes up, it's an opportunity for people that own buildings to make there's other ways to make money from your building besides just charging people for rent. Sprint could say, yeah, our service, we have the best whatever, we have the most coverage. That's what they talk about when they say coverage. They're talking about that.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Is that, yo, we have the most coverage in the country. We have the most antennas on top of buildings from here to the West Coast. And then, you know, you got the Cubs Stadium, Wrigley Field. This is called Wrigleyville. Wrigleyville is where the stadium is, and there's a whole bunch of bars. All the units that are around here, they all benefit off of the location of here and the baseball fans, all the money that they spend. The bars do crazy amounts of money, ridiculous.
Riverdale. What did you call it?
This is Wrigleyville,
Wrigley.
which is right next door to Lakeview. So a lot of foreigners, they buy here. Africans, like in droves.